Hello and welcome to this introductory video on the inspection process in GBMS. GBMS has an optional inspection process that can be set up to be as formal or as informal as you like. This optional inspection process can be triggered by setting up an item to always be inspected, or by setting up a vendor to always inspect all items received from that vendor, or we can require an inspection on demand for any item we receive during the receiving process if the person receiving the items feels an item should be inspected for any reason. GBMS does require that all items returned from customers go through the inspection process when the items are received from the customer. An inspection advice is automatically created for all items that require inspection when the receiving document is closed. Let's go to a receiver that is ready to be closed and generate an inspection advice. On this receiver, we have one or more items that require an inspection. Notice that there is an Inspect on Demand checkbox here that if we check it when we're receiving items, will generate an inspection advice when the receiver is closed. Let's close this receipt and then click on the Related Documents tab. In the Related Documents tab, we see a Put Away document that has the items that are ready to be put away that do not require an inspection. We also see a QA document that has the item or items that do require an inspection before they may be put away. Let's click on our inspection advice to open a new window that shows the inspection form. Our General tab shows all the reference information such as the originating receiver and purchase order. When we click on the Items tab, we can begin our inspection process by clicking on the line link to select our first item to inspect. After we select our item, we hit the Tab key to populate the form with our item's data. Next, we examine our item based on the procedure we have in place for inspecting items, and we decide whether the item passes or fails our inspection. If the item passes our inspection, we enter a passing quantity and select an acceptance code. If our item fails our inspection, we enter a failed quantity and then select a rejection code. We can also enter any notes that we need to in the Notes field. Let's go ahead and pass the entire quantity for this item and post it. We're going to select the acceptance code Good. If we want to enter any notes, we can, but then we just click on the Post button. After we post it, we can see the recorded inspection information down below. Once our QA advice has been posted and it is closed, we see that a Put Away advice has now been created for the item that we just inspected. GBMS can actually perform various actions based on the acceptance code or rejection code we select. In this case, we have the system set up to automatically create a Put Away for items that passed inspection, so that is why a Put Away was automatically created. Let's take a quick look at the settings that control these actions. The codes for inspection are in the RMA codes, so let's select that option. If we select our Good code that we use during our inspection process, we see that the action we take when this code is selected is to put away the item to stock. If we select our Bad code or our Damage code, we see that the action is to put away the item to a damaged location automatically. If we click on the drop-down list of actions, we see there are 5 different actions we can choose from when we set up our action for each user-defined RMA code we create. We can have the item put away when it's damaged to a damaged location manually. We could have chosen to leave the goods in the inspection location. and we could also have removed them from the inspection location with an adjustment transaction. This concludes our introductory video on inspection in GBMS. Thanks for watching, and please watch our other videos that introduce more of the important features of GBMS, and then be sure to contact Geneva Systems to schedule a live demonstration of GBMS.